And there we go, we're live. Welcome everybody back to Tech Warfare with me, Sid, and it's stream time. I've been busy over the last week or so. Let me, obviously during trying to think, during the last couple of episodes we completely redid our inventory, so that's all good. And I've got my hoofer. We made ourselves a rather nice triple water wheel, but I've also done some work on the walls, so let me just show you that. Oh, pardon me, and the cat's moaning outside now. It was actually asleep on the desk earlier. Yeah, so we've got the walls done here. All around as far as there. Around here we've got the things I've just got to do the detailing, and this is just basic infrastructure, and I've got to do some landscaping around the outside here, so completely, you know, finished. Not. Excuse me, I feel a bit bloated as well. I had pizza for tea, and I probably ate more than I should have done. So that's done. Obviously we've got the wheat farm up there now. That's all sorted. I need to relocate the other 3 farms and make them bigger. But obviously the other thing we did was that, which was this big old lump. And this is solid, by the way. I filled it in because I'm that kind of, you know, retentive about these kind of things. I'm not a fan of leaving things done, but we got those are our water wheels down there, so that's a thing. And I'm just going to actually, just bear with me a second, I am going to go and boot the cat out. All right, staying in here, are you? Go on then. Or not, as the case may be. He's decided he's joining us. So, yeah, there we go. Hi, Terry. So, for those who haven't seen the cat, let me just go and get this camera, and I don't know whether you can see him. Can we? It's a bit dark down there. He's got this spot under the bench that he likes, and it's just over the top of the base unit, and he likes to get cuddled up on there. It's a warm, you know, he's a cat. What more can you say? He's gone out. He wants in. Out I can live with. It's in that's got more of a problem. Right, there we go. Anyway, he's there. He'll probably fall asleep and start snoring in a bit, because he snores. He's got a good old snore on him, actually. But yeah, so this was what we got. I have since also tidied up the interior in here, so this is all nice, and I've taken it to the point where I can get out this way and continue the wall. So that's done. Yeah, oh yeah, it's warm and enclosed. He feels safe there. It's his safe spot, and he's quite purry as well. He's just purring away in the background there. Well, let me just try and get over to the town square, because I want to go and have a. So the other thing I've been doing all week is I've been processing. Oh God, more of those. I'll get those later. I've been processing all of the drops from the quarry. It was raining in here earlier, which is why I've just had to wait till it stopped raining. When it rains, this place gets really dangerous. That was pathetic. Ooh. And yeah, you really don't want to be hanging around here, I think. But we've excavated some fairly sizable chunks of. God, this Is it me or is the server a bit... Oh, come on. Right, that's it. Get my new toy out. Crossbow. And get rid of these creepers around the area. I don't mind all the other mobs, but it's these guys that go boom that make me nervous. And I've got sharpness 5 on this thing as well, so I need to get mending on it. Any more for any more apart from this fella here? Yeah, that'll do the trick nicely. Yeah, this is Spartan weaponry crossbow, so I think there's a bit. I think there's quite a lot going. Oh, hello. I was expecting you, sir, to bounce off, not fall there. What was that book? And get rid of that. And get rid of the ladders. It was only a novice book as well. Anyway, so so the quarry here has been working overtime, and I put a whole load more of these in so we can see what's going on down here. This has got mostly the resources. So, but what I've been doing is been emptying these other chests. Things, these ones. So I've been taking the valuables out, and is that them all? Bit of coal in there, and then I've been piling them into here. And once I've got everything in, then I take something out and swap it, and do the same again with this stuff that I don't want, and then. Typically what I've been doing is emptying my inventory before I started, because I've got so much material now. I just take all the valuables that I do want, so all of that lot and all of this lot. It doesn't quite work like that, but it doesn't matter. That will give me the thing, and then I can basically empty this pretty much completely, jump into the trash can and just empty this. It's a lot easier if you've emptied your inventory completely, of course, because you can just keep on top. But we've got some serious resources out of this thing so far, so I'm not going to complain. And yeah, he's crashed down there. It's just like zonk in the way only a cat can as well. I often envy cats, their ability to just crash out. Actually, no, what I wanted was that, didn't I? I'm going to keep the dirt because I need that. I don't need it, but you know, it's easier than taking it and binning it. So yeah, in there, I mean, if you look, you know, we've got iron, hundreds of stacks of iron, reasonable amount of redstone, coal, uranium. We're doing pretty good there, I think. So let's get our stuff back. Not those. And that should do us. The rest can go into the thing. And let's go and just leave the quarry to finish off. I'm not gonna. Oh yeah, I am absolutely with you there. If there's any animal that gets it, that has, you know, gone out there and gone, you know what, I've figured out life, it's these fluffy little buggers. Anyway, I hope everybody's had a good week. Mine's been okay, actually. It's apart from being ill. So I had a couple of days. I basically had a chest cold, and it was getting a bit uncomfortable. Just going to do the rounds, check for any more babbies, and then we'll get on with some actual stuff. Yeah, so I had a bit of a chest cold, and I was just struggling with breathing, you know, as you do when you have chest problems. And yeah, these, they really are not moving so well. Can't hear anything coming from the hut over there. I do know there's... Oh, come on. See, guard having its night sleep. Surprised you could sleep with all the noise of that heart twinkling, but there you go. But yeah, so it's that took me out for a couple of days, but that was all. Really wasn't too bad. And definitely something strange going on. Yeah, that was pretty much it. And we've actually now got a holiday booked for December, where we had the Egypt holiday booked in. Oh, I didn't want to go on. No, they need to go into there. Yeah, as where we had the Egypt holiday booked in, and that's obviously cancelled. We're now going to Lanzarote for a week, so we've got at least some winter sun when it's just a week rather than 10 days. These are really acting weird today. What other potters are? I think Pastor should be watching the stream, so he'll probably tell me whether we've got any kind of stuttering on these villagers. They're just don't seem quite right. They're very probable. Although apparently a low IQ is a sign of a very stable genius these days. Right, what do they want that dirt for? So, I may jump out and jump back in again, see whether that helps in a moment. But what I was going to do is this area over here, because I need to put more fields in, I was going to take this and just fill this in quickly, and then we can get those fields in over there. We can also start playing with power, and I want to start playing with RF storage today, and maybe try and get a few things. Oh yeah, get these. If I can get this bit leveled first, then world will be good and happy, and I'll worry about the lighting once I've leveled it all off. Well, at the moment, just getting the farms sorted. I need to relocate them. Still stuttering. Mine is stuttering a wee bit. I was getting a few complaints about the server from the server about tick lag, but I don't know whether that's it or whatever. Difficult to tell really sometimes with mods. Oh, right, and get that one out. No, come on. Oh man, yeah, we definitely got some server tick lag, I think, coming on here. Judging by the thing, maybe a reboot may be necessary. We'll see how we go, because obviously a reboot takes a few minutes, so I'd rather not do that if I can avoid it. Alright, and that one. Yeah, it's not noticeable now and again, and then a few of them just do that thing where they just get completely locked up, which I don't know. There. Yeah, well, I did a reboot earlier on today, so if the reboot was going to fix it from yesterday, I would have expected it to fix it today as well, but you know. might be one of them things. Might actually. I don't mean. I suppose I could stop my quarry. That would be a lack of drain of resources, because obviously that's loading another dimension as well as. I think just borrow that bit there. All right, I need a little bit more dirt. Hi, Dara. Yeah, it's reasonable. I have gone through more mics than over the years trying to find the. I don't know. It's. I'm sure some of us are pushing it to the limit as well. So things. So yeah, I've gone through quite a few mics over the years. This one's a Rhodes Procaster. So running through a Scarlett 2i2 XLR2 USB mixer thingy, hoofamajig. Right, where are we? They won't go in there, so they'll have to go in there. And I would like some dirt, please. Yeah, I've got a 1 or 2 cobblestone now. I've got 112,000 cobblestone in there because I put upgrades on it. But that's not what I want. I've got 15,000 dirt. Right. Oh, let me try not to walk into the wall. I know I'm on the room already, but you know. Nice cracking tonight. It is nice as well. Dark and caramelly. Yeah, so I've got to. What I'm going to just go and probably just take out my quarry. I think, just so it's not running. I'll just do this first. Never too early to grab your rum. Nice bit of rum. And yeah, there we go, almost there. And yeah, yep. Well, there's one of the guys, one of the barmen in Cuba that we met when we were there, Sydney. He'd say it's 11 o'clock somewhere. It was his line. It's always at late. Always. You getting coffee down there, Ralph? Sorry, cat rustling again. Yeah, I think definitely going to benefit from unloading the chunks from in the other dimension, the mining dimension. That's going to have a knock-on effect, I'm sure. I'll just stick these torches down briefly. There we go. That should stop my villagers getting et. And I could, if I was putting the things. I'm not sure how many villagers Potter's got running around now, but I'd be willing to bet there's a good few, because her town's considerably bigger than mine. She's got entire like condominiums of villages. Right, you. Let me just check. Yeah, so there's no actual FTB chunk loading going on here. So if I just grab that. There we go. Some of it's gone into the system. Let's just go down and have a look. It should be probably in there. Ancient quarry, highly enchanted tools. And the chunk loader upgrade. That should sort us out. I'm going to pinch a few stacks of this iron. just because I can. We'll get that. So I'd like to 49. That's, yeah, I've got, I think, about 22 maybe. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. Let's see how that helps the performance. If I can get, have I got? Get a book out. There. I have 22 residents. Yeah. Yes, they have got a bed. Why have they not got a bed? Structures 27. Residents, adults without beds 4. Why? Homes, beds 22. So why are they saying they've got no bed? Bloody mods. I love modded Minecraft, you know, but sometimes it's enough to drive you insane. You sit there and you're kind of, you know, wondering what the hell it's trying to accomplish by... Oh, something, it's a blue plant, okay. We'll check that again in a minute, because sometimes they deregister when you leave the area of the village. The mod closes the village, and when you come back into the area, it reloads the village. And I suspect our problem is somewhat there. Right, we should have enough. We've got like nearly 700 and odd iron to start off with, so that'll give me something to run through a grinder later. One thing I want to do first, though, is I would like to make myself a bolt, a quiver, bolt quiver. Still finding my way around my stuff. Leather, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's right. Bit of diamond and some string. Give me 1, 2, 3 of them, and give me a diamond. And then we should be able to make that one. And then pop those in there, and they go into the... Oh, damn it. I suppose I will sacrifice my cloak for me equipment. Put that away. I haven't, no, but he seems to have stopped injuring himself recently, so that was a bonus. Wooden items, stick that in there. I've got anything else I need to get rid of? No, so I need to think about several things this episode, and one of the, with this stream. So one of them is we need to start using that power and storing it, and to store it I want a capacitor from immersive, and there's obviously 3 capacitors in immersive engineering. Well, there's 4 if you count the creative, but I can't get that. There's the LV, there's the MV, which uses electrum, and then there's the HV, which uses aluminium and steel. That's actually easier to get for me than the MV capacitor. So we need 3 blocks of lead. Let's go and have a look at this. We've got lead. I need to rearrange this room a little bit to get more crafting benches in. I know I've got the spell and everything, but 2 and 3. And we can put those away. 6 aluminium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. 9 steel. Got 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. And coal. I think I'm going to need somewhere to store coal that's well, I'm probably going to need one of these troves to store coal actually. Let me make my steel. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 redstone blocks. Hang on. One, two, three. What am I missing? Treated wood. That should be in the immersive. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think, did I just throw a lead ingot on the ground there? Okay. That should be everything we need to make 3 HV capacitors. That's good. Good, good, good. Next thing we need is some, not that. Say, still learning where everything is. I need, where are you? So I was just trying to think. The thingy wires are only going to create LV, so we might as well just go with that. And that will make me 4, and I need 6. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 copper ingots. That's those. And then we are going to need some copper wire, aren't we? Which we need LV wire. Okay, so I need 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's just do a batch. Hammer. Get that flattened. Oh, I made some LV connectors. Okay, I'll take them. I've actually got wire as well. I'll do more anyway, because you always need wire. In my experience, there's never any time when you don't need wire for this mod. So it doesn't hurt to have a little bit extra. It is, but I've been deliberately holding on to the ores, and I will process them once I've got the grinder. I couldn't see the point in processing them when I didn't need them. The other thing is a lot of the iron was actually from deconstructing tripwire hooks that we got from the fishing farm, which I've turned off for the time being. So that old farm. This cat's scratching and the entire desk is shaking. Yeah, that thing there was creating quite a lot of tripwire hooks. But it is relatively low for me, you're right. Right, let's go and see. First things first, let's hook these wires up to the system below. Hopefully I can do this. Are they? I swear blind this thing's not working anymore, you know, or it's backwards. Because that's gone back down there. So that when that fires, that'll open it, it'll close it. Yeah, I think we've got this backwards somewhere along the line. How are you doing for lighting down here? I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap here so I can kind of debug these when, and you've got that one as well. Right, so I think we need to... what do we need to do? Thank you. I think we need to manually close these doors so they should get back in sync. Right, anyway, let's turn that back off, go back over here. And up here we should have 3 trenches that I've dug in to the ground here. And every single one of these, when I break that, we're going to get water come and flood down here, because that's just the way this is. And then... yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Right, how do I handle this? I suppose the obvious thing is give myself the same positioning space as here. And then what I want to do, I haven't brought an engineer's hammer with me, have I? I just realised. Do I have one in my bag at all? I don't. Damn you. That's something we should correct. But right now, what I want to do is pop that there, that there, and that there. All empty. All, you know. But the only way to travel around your base, you know, is levitation wand and a hang glider. And there we go. Right. So armed with all of that, I should get mending on that thing as well. Let me grab you. And head back over there. Right, so I've got some ideas around my base about sticking some more of those travel anchors in as well, but what we need to do is we need to come down here, blue for input, orange for output. And we should then be able to do this kind of little jiggery pokery. Now, armed with that, hopefully, and surprisingly that's not shorting out, so we'll take it. Yeah, definitely for me. I'll set up for a helicopter as well, to be fair. I'm surprised that this doesn't defeat that point of that the water. Oh god, here we go. Now this one is going to be awkward because this is on the wrong bloody side, isn't it? Damn you. out. Just took a belt off of that. How am I going to fix this? Good question. I suppose we're going to have to block the entire thing in. I don't see any other way around that. That's a shame, but yeah, there's definite tick lag there. That eating and not eating is an absolute classic sign of tick lag. Right, so let's go and have a look how that's charging up the power ups up top now, and then we can maybe get our industrial area sorted out. Yeah, I mean that's going up reasonably quickly, and it's, you know, it's completely free, so we certainly can't grumble about the, well, we can grumble about it, but there's not a great deal of point to grumbling about it. We'll just fill these in for temporary. And there. We have juice. So what's that? 4 million per thing. That'll be 12 million RF in total. Right, let's have a look. Where's me book? Where's me book? So we're going to need to do an alloy kiln. That's a given, because we're going to need that to make MV MV cables. And we're then going to probably want to head down to the crusher. That's going to be where we're going to need to go, which needs, you know, quite a bit of steel, but that's not a problem because we've got Ancient Warfare to play with for that. So that's a thing. And if I remember right, does it only have one input for power? I can't remember whether it has one or more. I think it's the arc furnace that has 3, doesn't it? But I think three water wheels should run that reasonably well. Maybe. Committal. That's what we need. You see, right? I'm just going to head over and I'm going to see whether I can get some mending for this crossbow, seeing as I've gone to the trouble of making it. I'm not going with infinity on it, so, you know. Useless. Bloody useless, the lot of them. I really don't know what else to try with those trees. I mean, there's no obvious reason now why they're failing to plant failing to harvest oak trees properly. I can't think of any reason why they would fail. Oh well. We had the same kind of frustrations with Ancient Warfare, so I'm not going to grumble too much. Right, where to go next then? Oh, cat snoring. If you hear snoring, it's either one of these guys or the cat. It's not me, honest. And let's have a look. What have we got going on? So if I wanted... What have I got left? Anything or nothing? Let me just drop those wires off in there. I am going to just grab that and put that and that really. I'll put that in there. We'll keep the other. There. No, hang on. It's in my inventory. That's why I can't. So I've only got 2 waste stones at the moment. What's the recipe for those? That's a warp stone. How am I for ender pearls? Oh, actually not bad, so I can make more. In which case, let's make a couple more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need some purple dye, but I'm sure I will be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Love that deconstruction table. It's got to be said that's a brilliant tool. Oh man, I really am regretting eating that pizza now. So 3 emeralds. Oh, where am I going to find those? 2 emeralds, in fact. Where am I going to find those? There you go. Well, do them both, and oops. Go back over here. Get myself a warp stone. 2 of those. And then the waste stone, so I need 6 obsidian and some stone bricks. 3, 4, 5, 6. And 6 stone. They're light stones, aren't they? They're not going to help me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Those, and those, and 1 and 2. So we're going to stick 1 up here. I thought about sticking it down there, but it kind of really would make more sense to have it, I don't know, somewhere central in here perhaps. Castle. So I can get down there with absolutely no XP cost, which is a nice bit. And then we can at least teleport around our own, because the problem is these towns are actually, when you actually look at the size of the space you've got available. Oh, hang on, let's see whether we can flog anything to Mr. Merchant while we're here. You've got quite a huge sprawl of area. I mean, you just have to look at the journey map and change it to night mode, and you can see, you know, you've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It's about 16 by 16 chunks, which is basically rendered. You've got virtually render distance. Right, what do you want? Diamond helmet, paper. Paper we can do. What else do you want? Iron helmets, carrots, leather trousers. Iron helmet. A couple of lots of carrots there. We've probably got more in the... Hey! Steady on. And they're at full price again now. Chicken, pick, wheat. Jungle for 2. I think we can manage to get rid of 4 stacks of jungle. Perfect. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. Right, let's go. Where to put this, though? This is the next question. Do we put it down here, or do I put it up here somewhere. And if I'm going to put it up here, I need to know what my plans are. So I'm going to put this, I think, mind you, I suppose it doesn't hurt. I can always move it. What else to call this? I've got no idea. Siglington Plateau. Oh, no, it's just a posh area. I had to think there how to spell heights. Sidlington Heights. This is the posh area, posh area and industrial area. But so yeah, we should be able to get away around now with. So we should be able to shift you up and up and up. Now the mushroom, I will take you over there in a bit, but it is it's a secret. So you got that can go to the top. Oh, I'm at there. I can't teleport there because I'm already there. Okay, I don't want to teleport there. I just want to move it around on my warp stone so I can. What was that? I've got no idea where that is. There we go. Now we've got teleportation around the actual base area. So, what do I want to do building-wise over here? We need to put a grinder in. And I'm wondering whether just to stick the grinder straight into this building, straight off of this power, because it's probably the primary structure. It's nicely 3 wide, so it will center off on one of this block here. So if I kind of build from here and here out, we can get a structure in. And if I'm going to do that, then let's go and get these alloy furnaces, because I'm going to need some electrum for some MV cables, I think. You alright down there, cat? Sorry. Alloy. No? Okay, what are you called? Alloy kiln. Kiln brick. So that's what we need. We need 8 of them, but I'll probably do more than 8. I'll probably do at least a couple. So kiln bricks are made with sandstone and brick, makes 2. So got a little bit of brick, got some clay, so I need 1. That will make me 4. 1 2 3 4. So that will make me, so I need another 8 and then 8 again, and that'll make 2 lots, I think. Yep. And then we need 8 sandstone. Make 16. That should be, I think, is it 8 or do I need 16? I might need 16 actually. Keep that on me. Right, so we take those, they go like that, they go like that, you get 4. Okay, yep, so I need more. More, give me more bricks, more stuff, more things. And another. And then what we'll do is we'll put these down with the coke ovens, which will, I think will work well. So there's one. The other two will be along shortly. I will take this hammer just to be on the safe side. We will also take... I think I actually got what I need in there. So we'll take some gold, electrum, gold and silver. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. Oh, I must have some gold somewhere. I've got a little bit. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That should be enough to be on with. How are you doing? Those two more and we'll be ready for the next two. I might as well wait for those two now. Coal. We probably want to take some coal over with us as well, don't we? Bang. That should be more than enough to run these for the first instance. Okay, right, so we should have all of that. That should go and do that. That should give me those. That should give me 2 lots of coke oven of alloy kilns. And we should be good. So much faster to get around that way. We should be good to work down here. And right, so here's the thing. Let's start there. And then come over like this. So something like that. We'll leave that in the middle. That can stay exactly as is, I think. Alright, we did that there. I think we'll take this back one. And then back that with. That gives us that little setup. Now, stick a, oh no, stick that there, cracked one there, no, get that, where are you and you? That can go there. That can go away. And then we can take out those 2 bricks there, and that can have just an ordinary one. That can have, actually that can have an ordinary one as well. There's an awful lot of stained bricks and stuff going on there. And then we'll just stick 1, 2, 3 and 4. And that just extends this alley. Hi, gemstone. So that should allow me now, if I go and stick in 32 coal in there and 32 coal in there, I can do half and half in these. I know that's a waste of coal, but it's not like I've got a shortage of this stuff, is it? Right. Got those going. So in terms of a crusher build, well, let's go and get a build a crusher first. Today is immersive. Let me just head back up here. I've emptied the quarry, turned that, well, I emptied the quarry of crap and turned it off, and I've brought a whole load of stuff over, but and I've given myself some quick travel around the place. But we've just built these two capacitors which are charging off of this lot, which still needs detailing. I may get onto that today, actually. Don't know. Too many things to do, and never enough time. But we can now use these waypoints to get around from one end of the base to the other, so that will make life a little bit quicker for us. And what we're going to need to do to start off with is work out what the hell we need for a crusher. Heavy machinery crusher. So we're going to need 9 hoppers. Okay. Not a problem. 9 hoppers. Need some chesticles then, don't I? Who's got lots of wood in you? Where is the most wood? I think oak is probably where I've got the most. Stupid question, and I don't think I've got the answer. I can't do that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so 9 hoppers. That's the easy bit. Right, so 9 hoppers done. What else do we need? 8 steel fence. So steel fence is... Let's have a look. Steel fence, it should just be steel rods and steel. And we need, how many was it? 8? Or 9? 8 steel fence. Must be a hollow in the middle then. Okay. Oh, damn it, where are we? So I'm going to need 3 makes of that. That gives me enough. So I need, okay, let's just make, and let's swap those around the right way and make myself 30 of them. For now, that should give us a starting point. And we're going to need to make 2 of those, and then we're going to go 1, 2. That'll give us things, then 1 more. And we only need 8 of those. Yeah, I've got a lot of materials I need to process. So right now, things. So we need a redstone engineering block. They're immersive. Give me a redstone engineering block. Copper, iron, and redstone. That is cheap. 3, 4. Oh, cat stirring and snoring. 1, 2, 3. No, 1. And that should give me everything we need to do to make 2 of those. I always love that block, the fact that it's so cheap. Okay, what else? 10 steel scaffolding and 10 light engineering blocks. So scaffolding, steel. Get 6 per craft again. So I'm going to need to do those and then go 1 and 2. Take 2 out of that mix. That should give us that, and then light engineering block is the last item there, which requires iron mechanical components. Did I keep those or did I scrap it? I've got some iron mechanical components. Give me 10 light engineering blocks, and I'll get 2 per 2. So I've got some. What's the recipe for those? Iron plates are over copper. So that'll give me 2 crafts. Hang on. That'll give me 4, and I need 10. No, they're not. They're made by different makers. They're add-ons. And the actual vehicle one, the actual packs are made by, the mod itself is made by one, and the packs are made by other users again, so just to confuse things even further. Right, so if I need some copper, don't I, as well? Give me that. It'll be so nice to be able to process things and actually not 1, 2, 3, 4. So that makes me just the one. It does. Wow. Right, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another 8. Let's go with that for now. One, 2, 3. I'll get that corrected there. And then we're going to use you to make, what was it? The light engineering block, wasn't it? So that's copper and iron. 2, 4, 6. I've got enough. Right, so I need more iron. Just take that. Still got all of that. And we're going to have no problems with any materials after this. Am I making light? That's what I'm doing, those, aren't I? So that will make me 8, and I needed 10. So I need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more of those, which will give me 2 more of those, and that will give me, I think that's right, isn't it? Let me just double check. I know I could have just shift clicked it in. Oh no, that's right. Uh, 10. Give me those, thank you. Right, that should be enough for all of the stuff to make the actual grinder now. And if I was going to position this on the middle of this, then it's going to be this one here. I know these are kind of offset, they're it's a little bit weird. I could make the projector, but I will not bother. Let's have a look. That's going to have the power, so I want that at this end. About there, I think, probably. Now let's go further back. Right, so now we're into the fun game called how to build all of this up. So you got that, then we're from that is all the same, isn't it? Yeah. Then you have scaffolding comes. God, this cat's snoring like a demon now. So if I do you that way round, we'll just dump that and that, and I think it was like that if I recall correctly. Yep, and then we can go up a level. So at that level, no, that level we're going to go 1, 2, control block there. Those go there, and then we're into this here. And then, oh, damn it. Could have been worse. That could have been, there we go. We have our grinder. Which got his input up the top there. No, it doesn't. It's just a very sensitive cat. I mean, Mike. It's very, very sensitive. You alright down there? Hey? Yeah, he's quite the little snorer. Fits into this household perfectly. Oh, we're at 1 million on each of these now, which is nice. So the question then is, what do I want to do for a build to go round this damn thing? Because obviously at the moment I can jump in it all I like. It's not going to hurt me at all. Hey, don't try that at home, kids. And then what we'll do is we'll bring MV connectors up to a single point and bring it down to power that, I think. Or maybe just 2 of them. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. We'll try with 1 to start off with. But if this is a fairly big building, which, you know, going from here, or maybe even from here out this way, will really make this a big building on this edge here. Now, what to do for the actual thing? I want to avoid brick. Just because A, I always use bloody brick for industrial buildings, and B, brick is a pain to make. It really is an absolute pain in the backside, proverbial. So yeah, that's the thing. Right, how do I want to play this? So obviously we've got brick, and we've got basalt. Now where do you get... Is basalt from the nether? I've not seen basalt, I know that much. Or have I? Let's see if I've got some basalt about, because that's got a nice dark feel to it. Fairly certain I haven't. Oh, I know where we have got basalt, don't I? Yeah, I've just thought I have got basalt and I know where I can get it. It's just a bit of a pain to get. I have a little bit, I think. Yeah, well, quite a bit, but still not a huge amount. Maybe as a counterpoint or an accent it might work. Alternative is go and mine up a whole load of obsidian and basalt. I know exactly where to find some. So that's one option. Cloud is not really an option. Concrete would be the other way to go. Because obviously black concrete is dead easy to get. I could even go really vile and go with diorite. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding actually. I am quite serious that we could go with diorite. Oh, I just heard rustling and it's the cat. He's got some paper bags under there that he likes to lie on, and yeah, not the thing. Marble really wouldn't fit. Temple bricks wouldn't really fit. I've never actually found it. I've never really been a fan of the temple block at all from Chisel, and that's would be things. The clinker stuff would be nice, but it's a pain to make. Adobe we could make, but again we need lots of clay, and then that makes us adobe bricks, but again lots of clay. And slate, interesting. So when you get slate to a certain point it has a chisel. hang on. And blue slate has a chisel. I don't think I ever noticed that slate has a chisel. So if I wanted to use you, but if I were to take you to there, then I can chisel you into all sorts of interesting things. Okay, I'm not suggesting a purple. Thank you. Not going to go down that route, I don't think, for this one though. I am inclined towards, I think I might actually go with basalt, black and white, basalt and diorite. I know that's kind of blasphemous almost, but it might just work. I'm just going to leave these. Actually, they're villager emeralds, aren't they? I traded those, so I'll not leave those there. I'll think, where's my diorite? Let's. I can't believe I'm doing this, but let's see what we can come up with using a wee bit of that. Oh, I did say I'd show you what was. I've got 40 odd levels. I'm going to take you over to the mushroom now. Stop it. I've got a collection of zombie villagers here, which I've renamed many of them. Some of them quite damaged in the process of trapping them. And my thoughts were to try and cure them and get them in. They're in one of these. I don't know whether you've, again, you may not have seen this. Let me just find a. So this is bloody miles away from my base. And I found this mushroom in the swamp here. Lovely old mushroom, full of potential. Now I came in because typically these things have sponge in them, which, you know, again, I'm not overly bothered about sponge, but sponge isn't bad. Defeated the witches and the NPCs that live here, and look at it, the entire underside of this is sponge. And yeah, we got all of these guys to play with at some point. So we've got a librarian, that's a cleric, engineer, I think. Not sure what else we got. Probably got a good representation of villagers. Anyway, that's for another time when I've actually got time to things. I don't need to transform it. I think I can take it. Well, I'll rephrase that. It doesn't output HV unless I bring it out on an HV cable, as far as I'm aware. But if you do need it, I'll be able to transform it. It's really not a problem. And I'm just going to start walking over now. What I am trying to do is not actually do anything with smelting ores and things until I've got the means to double it. Because, you know, why would you? Right, so what shall we think about over here? So basalt. See, some of this I actually don't. I mean, I don't like that pillar overly. The dent's quite a nice shape, though. Let's try you. And I don't know whether do I start here? If I do that, then that box isn't going to work. So that's definitely can't be there. I think we start back here and back here, and then we can do a bit of overhanging vegetation on this side once that's all done. And then we need to be probably kind of like that side. That gives us space for some other. I don't think I'm going to get down to the arc furnace level. I genuinely can't see the point for most of what we want. I think that will be large enough for up here. And obviously it needs to be tall. So 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 4, and then we'll have a structure, and then we'll have a second story on this one, I think, because it's always handy to have 2 stories on these. Ugh. I might need another chisels bag, actually, chisel and bits bag. But should be an interesting contrast, I think. The black and the white. Also, I suppose it gives me the potential to stick a windmill on the side facing that way if I really wanted to. And always having more options to do things slightly differently is always good. So, and then across here. Now, where's my chisel gone? Look at that. What did I go for? Dent, didn't I? It's a nice size, I think. Now here's a question. Continue on at this size, or actually bring this in, so maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe to there. So have a gap of 3 on either side and bring in 1. That might work. Then we can kind of make it kind of like an industrial barn, but we've still got this second story to go over and drop the stuff in. So 1, 2, 3, and there. 1, 2, 3, and there. Maybe let's just make sure this is all spawn safe. Again, having your villagers eaten will ruin your day. Interesting. Well, that's a rarity. Yep. I'll borrow all these lights. That should do us, or should get us through the night anyway. I have the kind of habit that I like to try wherever possible to carry enough coal and wood to always make a torch, and clearly I failed on that one. Right, so armed with that gives us that kind of idea, and then we can come back into here. And where do we go for the bricks? Small bricks or big bricks? Little bricks, big bricks. See, the little bricks might work once these are chiseled back. Yeah, I think that'll work. I genuinely do think it'll work. So, how much tick? Oh my god, we've got some tick. Yeah. I think I'm going to suggest that we do a quick shutdown and restart on the server, and I don't know whether Potter's listening, but I'll gonna reboot the server. Tick lag is real. But I'll stop here and talk while we do that. I'm going to I'll just wait till yeah, and there we go. So I'm going to disconnect, go and grab myself my other window, do a restart. Yeah, it's a real thing. I've got so much diorite, it's untrue. Mind you, not as much as I've got cobblestone. Yeah, I know, but the thing with the Twitch with listening is you're on a delay, so the quicker to type it in the world. Let's wait for that to bing. Takes a hot minute, unfortunately. We're probably, it's just done a pre-init, so we're probably now, if I refresh, no, not quite, I'll get in there, but hoobie-doo-boo, must be getting close to the point where it's telling me I'm on an old version, yeah, and then very shortly it'll be ready. Loading dimension, preparing start region, unloading dimension, blah blah blah. Are we there yet? I think we're getting close. Yep, I'm back in. Doesn't take that long. It's a commercial server through the company that actually advertise in all of the descriptions of all my things. I get a slight discount from them. Not a huge one, but you know, a slight one. Ah, that's not where I wanted to be. Right, let's see about a chisel and bits bag, and also maybe that needs to be put away and get some torches gone. Right, wooden items. I only need one of those on me and all, really. That lot needs to be put away, so I might walk over and put that back. Get rid of you temporarily, and leave that for the time being as well, I think. But if I just take 32 coal for now. That's and I've got the wood on me, so that's enough for torches. What else did I want? Chisels and bits bag. That was what I wanted. I'm impatient. That's why I refresh multiple times. Right, I need that. That will give me a bit, which is what I need. And then we'll put that one away. I just need some wool to go around that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that should give me that. Now I think, yeah, I'm going to say I thought you could craft that with a colour. Have I got any dyes kicking around? Miscellaneous. Make myself a red bits bag. Red doesn't signify anything other than that was the colour I had, but take you, pop you away. No, we should be able to see. I mean, that's not the worst tick lag I've oh yeah. It's not the worst tick lag I've seen on a server. Let's have a look now what we're doing. See, there's still tick lag there. You can still see the world bouncing back. But like most of these modded things, they do have issues. I'd say 1.14 has got all sorts of fun issues to look forward to. So yeah, that's one to look and enjoy. Yep, pop those away. There we go. Yeah, we're getting to the point where we can afford a reasonable sized town now. I'm just going to teleport over here, I think. So we should be able to take that back like that. Now I'm going to bring it Bring it out one, and there's a reason for that. It's a combination. There's no one reason why anything like these servers get a bit laggy. Right, I need my blueprint. Go on, in you go. That went in, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I mean that is symptomatic of lag as well, that thing. But we'll get there. We'll actually no, let's undo that one. I'm going to leave those as solid blocks because I'm going to change those up to a different block, I think, around the doorway. Let's put you into placement mode. We'll two, and then maybe get a gap of two. Actually, no, we'll have three. So going to be three, and then two, and then we run out of things, so we go back to chiseling. Replace. Certainly a different palette. Yeah, they're products of their coding. It's all Tango's fault. No, if it weren't for Tango, we wouldn't be playing this in the first place. I'm going to go with that. I think we're going to try something different with the door frame. And what we'll do is that. Then we'll bring you back to being bricky. It was those ones, wasn't it? Wide brick. That's the one, yep. And then we'll snip a little bit out of there. Actually, undo that. There you go, nice and grand. Grand old door frame. I need to get rid of that out of the way because we really don't need it, and then we can probably go and place some blocks around this way till we run out, then place more. Place more diorite, bring it around like that. Replace. And then I just need to decide, well, I think I might go for the green roof actually. No, thanks, I think. Terry, you really do know how to put your foot in it, mate. Right, where the hell am I? We're going to get this side on. Floor we'll come up with in a moment. We'll need to check the lighting again in a moment as well because I've destroyed a few. There we go, out of bits again. Wide brick. Okay, and replace. What's next? Right, placement. And then we're out of juice again. I'm going to rattle this lot pretty much through because I think this back wall will be a solid. and no, replace. And then placement, that should. Give me the start of a structure. How the hell am I? Right. Oh god, itchy nose. Yeah, I think it's stuck on him. What it is, I think, is for the most part, as they get stuck on things which are not in vanilla or the mod that they're built for. And it seemed to be exactly the same problem you had with Ancient Warfare. Okay, that's run out again. 1, 2, 3, and bang. 1, 2, 3, and bang. So the Ancient Warfare mobs would, you know, when I did the Ancient Warfare LP, you probably remember they would quite literally stand there next to a barrel, going like, you know, walking and just walking at it, because they didn't understand items that were not from their own mod space. You know, they understood the blocks that they expected, the vanilla blocks, and they understood the blocks that were in the mod with them, but they just did not understand the blocks that they weren't programmed to understand, which is, you know, totally reasonable when you think about it, but annoying nonetheless. Right, let's put that lot away for a second. Let me just go and get the light map on so we can at least get these things I've broken fixed. All good back there. I mean, I think it was the fisherman, wasn't it, on in my Ancient Warfare LP, that was always just constantly getting lost and stuck on things. That's interesting. It's a different look to what I would normally build, so I'm not gonna grumble. What we'll do, I think we'll go and get some roofing material. Let's have a look. Yes, he did. He actually worked while he was in the... he jumped in the thing and then sat there and worked the machine while he was in there, I recall now. You know, when you think back, it's quite scary just how dumb that guy was. I like some of that. I think we'll go with... am I going to need more? I will definitely need more. Just so happen to know where there is some, so we'll go and grab some of that, I think. I've got the makings of torches on me. I've got wood and I've got things, so we're good for that. Ultimately, we won't need the torches once we get to the lighting it and the decoration of these things. There we go. That should do us. I ain't going to be shy of any building materials really going forward. There's just so much stuff in here. It's untrue. Of course, we need to set it running again. I don't think it's actually causing that much lag, which is good. You can't really see what's happening with that because, of course, there is no tick in this world. Right, let's have a look. Take that with me. Leave a wee bit of that behind. Bang a bunch of that through. Now you will form slabs, so that's interesting. I'm going to go and stick a crafting bench down. I can use the spell, but you know, let's just go with that for now. And you will want to, of course, extend over. Now I'll have to do something to hide the spawnable spots, because of course these are slabs, so they're going to have, you know, the usual spawnability that you get from all of the normal stuff. Technical, you see, technical terms, the stuff. Okay, can we do that perhaps? Now that's going to struggle. I'm going to struggle to place that on there, aren't I? Yes, I am. But that's fine because it gives me an excuse to do this. And then bring this into play. And now I've got a chisel, some chisel and bits, chisel and bits. Then we can use that to hide some lighting, and I can do the same as we go along. We'll just, you know, take a few of these and convert them into chisel and bits blocks rather than. So you take a little bit of that, a little bit of that, a little bit, oops, a little bit of that, and one of them. And then we're back to here, and we're putting in those, and that will go like that with a normal. Ah, hang on. I've just noticed something. We're going to have to redo those, but that's not a problem. We'll do that in a minute. There's an orientation of these bricks apparently. Alright, well, let's take that out. And we'll put some of this down. No, that one there. Now if I, in fact, let me do half a dozen of these. I'm going to need a few of these, so let me get those. And then if I go and chisel you from that direction, I think it will be that one. Almost. That is really, really bizarre. I mean, it's not the end of the world. It is such a minute difference that you can't tell. Well, you can tell, but you have to look for it. It's that, like the date. This is probably going to date myself a little bit more than my wrinkles, but you know, it's a bit like the look in the what's the word I'm looking for here? It's a little bit like the oh man, I'll get there. Wallpapering. Ah, God, there we go. When you get bubbles in wallpaper, and that definitely does date you. I don't know many people who wallpaper anymore. Personally, I certainly don't. I can't stand the stuff. I can't stand applying it. Can't stand doing anything with it. So yeah. Right, so that gives us a shape of a roof anyway. I'll need to move my scaffold, and we'll need to do something just around the edge, but let's go and have a look at that before we I'm not averse. I tried it at 90. Oh, I could try 90. I did 180 for them, but I could try 90. It certainly won't hurt. Let me get up there. And we want some of you. Alright. So these things, let me go and take that out. Yeah, made no difference. I think it's based off when you chisel it. As I say, you really could, you can tell when you're looking straight down, it really stands out for such an obviously small pixel difference. But right, so if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, do I want to go 4 or do I want to go slightly higher? 5. Let's go to there. Sorry, I'm muttering to myself as I'm kind of thing. I may have an experiment off camera just to play with that, but I think it's probably down to the orientation that you chisel the block from. In fact, let's just try that. If I put, oh God, here we go. No, that there. If I put that there and then I change you into whole block mode, yeah, it's given me a new block palette which lines up. So it's all down to the angle that you chisel the block in the first place. Doesn't matter what you, so that will fix this particular one, and I'll be able to use that other one probably or possibly on the other side, I don't know. Gotcha. So yeah, who would have guessed that that was actually the problem? So I'm going to need some more of that anyway. So let me bring a little bit more into the fold there. And we'll go in there and put that one away. I think that's the right one. And then we can put you like that. That one. This level bit here is only going to be half because that's going to join into a wall at the top here, I think. Some of that. Oops. Oh, that sounds like somebody's church is coming along. That's a, oh, damn you. Right, hang on then. I'll have to pop over and have a look. I popped over the last night and had a look. It's definitely very Catholic. But then again, that was, I believe, the idea. So, yeah, it's not unsurprising. I could hear rustling in my ear, and I've just looked down, and it's this ginger little bugger. Oh dear. At least he doesn't try and eat me mouse or anything while I'm using it. Not entirely sure what we'll do inside with this structure, but for now that will do us for now, I think. Let's go and let's get this. So you can see here we've definitely got spawnable block problems. So we need to do something about that. And for that we're going to need our other bits bag. Hang on. Other bits bag. Let's put that bits bag and just drop those out of the way. And then in here we should have some of that. So the question now is, first things first, do I want a bit more of this? I think I do. And then we'll change you to that, and this is, so I can't go all the way through, but I can go and create a well in the middle. Nope. And then we can use connected texture. Now I think 2, looks like 2 is enough, and then we should be good to do that. And taking that away, we can take you and I'm not going to get away with that, am I? Damn it. Okay, no, I'm not going to get away with that at all. Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll repeat this process at this end then, and but what I'll do is I'll do this a little bit more. Oh, that one's not chiseled. You can't chisel a slab. No, undo. But you can obviously chisel some bits block, so that will work, I think, there. So the question then is, what do I want to do here? I suppose what we're going to have to do is take that out, fill that in, and then do the same here. Now these ones will be a lot easier because I can copy this. Not quite. And then we can copy that, and I can put it into placement mode, I suppose. And that is fully lit. Excellent. So I don't have to worry about that side being spawnable. I actually do need to worry about the roof being spawnable though, don't I? Huh. Oh, yes, I do. Of course I do. Yeah. I mean, it won't be once it's built, but right now it is. Let's go and have a look. That's an interesting building. Different, again, as I say, we definitely need to think about the glass. But what I need is a drink. Where am I? Oh man, that's good stuff. I think I might need a bit more basalt, so let me get that chiseled up. What did I just put in there? That. And Let's get up on this side, and I suppose I should contemplate making some. If I make torches now, I'm out of. Drop off a couple of. In fact, drop off all of that. That should work. Okay, let's have a look. And we shall jump in here, and we'll start off with. I was premature. Right. Let's get you in. They've got some really good sniping positions up here, by the way. If that's your thing. If that's your bag. But I think this will be sufficiently large for most of our technological needs. One day I'll finish the castle as well. Actually. If I do it this way, then I can at least light it up while I'm up here. Bang. Bang. What about there? Is that going to be enough? No. There, that should do us. I had a brandy at last weekend, actually, on the works night out. I've never been a brandy drinker. I've never really developed the taste for it, so because I've never been a rum drinker, I realised that my taste in things, as the taste does, you know, taste is an amazing thing. It changes with you over the years, and I thought, well, I like Metaxa, the Greek. Technically, you're not supposed to call it a brandy because it isn't technically a brandy, but you know, I like that a lot. So maybe, just maybe, I'll like brandy as well. So I had a brandy because the pub we went to, quite frankly, had an absolute shocking selection of. All right, it had Captain Morgan's spiced, and that was about it. Which, by my definition, is a shocking selection of rum. So yeah, I had some. Just some brandy. Can't remember what it was now. I don't think it was anything special. It was just a brandy, you know. But it went down quite well. Actually, no, we'll do it that way. That way we get the benefit of not like that. We don't. And then this one. Now, here's the thing, is this going to be the right way round on this side? It is. So it's all down to the angle that you chisel it at. Which is quite a scary, a little exception really. Oh, damn it, there you go. But, oh well, today we learned. Crafting bench, if you don't mind. Pocket workbench, there you go. Give me some of that lovely slabbage, and I'll just come right across here, get this one on. I think, you know, I'm going to do a shallow roof for the top as well. Just to keep it, because I think sometimes they look a bit funny when you put, you have a roof that's quite steep and then or shallow, and then you immediately go to this steep monstrosity. It can look a bit odd. So I think we'll go that way with it, and I'm going to do again. I'll place the blocks because it's probably easier. He says. Mouse slipped, honest. Again, it slipped, honest. And yeah, we'll have this nicely built in. And then again we'll do the same, just to ensure we got the blocks. Get that one, and that should be that. Then we can go back to this, and then we'll obviously we'll need to do the lighting trick again on it, but that's not a hardship. Unless of course I run out of glowstone, in which case it could be. Yeah, there we go, and a bit of that, hopefully. And then what did I do there? I brought this one out fully, didn't I? Then this came across part way. There we go. Right, now which I was facing that way for the bricks, wasn't I? I think that's right. Yeah, that feels right. You're definitely right, because I didn't get any new bits, so that's always a good way to tell. I could have blamed the cat, but he's absolutely fast on down there. He's just a gently snoring ginger bundle. Oh mind, he's not even our cat, he's just adopted us. Right, here we go. So we got that, then all the way across the bottom here. Then we just need to get the lighting done on this one, and we can move on to the roof. Well, move on to the walls there and the roof. I'm very well, there's a little bit of me that says I want to go and get this grinder running. There we go, we're out of that again. And then there's a little bit of me that knows exactly how noisy grinders are, goes, no, you don't want to get that grinder running. Not without making headphones and ear protectors, because they are bloody loud. And yeah, enough that you don't want to really be round one when you're going. This is going to run out, I think, before I get. Yeah, see, called it. Let's just get the last 3 of those. Yeah, that's the other thing, of course, which I have got on around. I've got it dangling around my neck, so I could do that. I forgot about that. Thank you, Potter. Well, absolutely, he's definitely got that one down pat. I say it belongs to the neighbour 2 doors down, but he hasn't kind of got that in his head yet. I say he belongs to. He nominally belongs to the neighbour next door. Right, so this one is, I think we'll go with that. He's snoring again. He has a bad habit also finding the most inconvenient places possible to sleep. I mean, seriously inconvenient places. Did I do that one? Did I need to do that one? I don't know now. It's going to bug me all day. But it's going to bug me for about 5 minutes anyway. And here we are on the world's rainiest server again. Mind you, we could sleep if we're quick about it. Oh dear. Right. That should go away eventually. Oh. So if I do no. If I do that, no, that's right. It has to be a placement, doesn't it? That gets that, and then there's a that's peculiar. I think I will do what I was planning to do over there, which is we'll do the same here. I could have gone around the other side, copied them and mirrored this design over here. It's, you know, there are ways of duplicating this. It's just not always the least painful ways. And there, we'll do the same. That. Right, that should be all spawn proof on there for now. Let's just step back and have a deck at it. In theory, this has got a whole load of that in it as well. In theory, the Electrum should be done. So let's go and grab that and see about an MV connector. And if I do need to transform, then I will do. It's not a problem. Just I always like to try and avoid unnecessary steps if I don't need to. Yeah. Electrum. Some more Electrum. And we well, it's probably just as easy to walk from here. Yeah. I don't know whether that... Surely the animation of the villagers, though, would be client-side. I mean, my FPS is fine, so... Cat slave. Right, let's have a look. So, uses for that are obviously going to be somewhere along the lines we should see an MV. Surely. No? Hang on. Have I made... I know I need it for the wire. MV relay is 2 iron. MV connector is iron and... Okay. We'll give that a try for next to nothing. So we're going to need, that's perfect, and then we need one set of those. Okay, that's the iron dealt with. And that, and then we should be into hammering some electrum plates. And no, it's going to be like that, isn't it? Oh, no, tin snips. Snip, snips, there we go. And then I love immersive engineering, you know, but some of this microcrafting is just annoying. 1, 2, 3, 4. Logically, the only way that someone can be out there chopping a tree down is, oh no, is if miss my get off point. Yeah, as if they're out there chopping trees down. Okay, fine. I mean, there's a perfectly good tree farm over there. It should have lots of trees in it. It may not have any trees in it. It does run out, that tree farm. Right, anyway, Sidlington Heights. Let's head back over here. And let's... Right, and then I want a medium voltage onto that. Now what I'm gonna, I think what we'll do temporarily is we'll just do it like this. And I'll come up with a more orderly. There you go. No conversion necessary. It will need a chest, it will need some ores. These are actually not far off full. I can probably electrocute myself if I jump up into that. I'm not going to. I think what we'll do is we'll bring it up onto a ceiling. We'll have a ceiling and then bring it over like something, I don't know. We'll sort it. I don't have donations, so I ain't getting caught by that particular trick. Right. What the hell was I doing? I was going to go and grab myself some iron ore. Actually, just some ore in general, I think, and something to put it in. You make your statues with the statue hammer. Have I got a spare one kicking around? Yeah. I know I've got one somewhere. It's in here. So the hammer from statues, and basically you put two blocks together, right click on them, and then order it how you want, and it'll do most blocks you can think of. Right, what do I want? I need to get rid of some. I need to get rid of some junk. So let me just shift that and that out of the way. No, that's not what I wanted. Get that out of the way. Put the shield away for now, actually. I don't desperately need it about my personage. And I'm very tempted just to stick a... Yeah, I'll go I'll go with that. So that's that lot, and should have some copper kicking around. We'll go with that for now. And come up with a handy little way of putting the stuff in for the time being. And yeah, and we can just hop up here. We'll chop that in for starters. Grab that. Stick that away. Did that go? It did go away, didn't it? Go and chuck the rest of the ore in. Add recent oh, come on. Item hotel entity. Really? Add immersive engineering crusher. That didn't work very well, did it? Did I not? Railgun, dia switch. Oh. Let's get away from it then and give it a chance, see whether it works if I leave the area. It's not stopping. Please make it stop. I know. Don't want to go to the castle. So, what I wanted was a switch. Actually, I wanted immersive engineering lever because they're just cool. And I can get rid of that annoying sound. Oh, my itchy nose. Copper, lever, and two of them. Two of them. That's a light cobblestone. A piece of copper and cobblestone. That will give me that. Let's jump over there. Stick that with that and that and that. That'll give me one of those. Before we go anywhere over there, let's add a sound that I saw. Immersive. Somewhere down here. Immersive, that one. Add. Because believe me, it was funny the first time, but after the first, you know, several thousand times in, it gets quite old. There, that's sorted it. And we're getting extra stuff out. Excellent, wonderful, awesome. Right, we need to continue on. We've got a roof to get on this thing. Let me go up the middle. And one more. And then we'll see about what we're going to do up here. So, if we're going to go with the same kind of design, starting like that, then going like that, and then for the time being I'm just going to pop those on. Yeah, I think this is probably a better design to actually do a fairly thin design on that. Because we're once we're to here, this is actually the middle, so it's not the end of, it's not going to be a major league job to and then another. And that'll take us to the middle, which will be there. And that's a nice half slab as well. So that gives us something to play with as an idea for the design. We need to get down. I think I just safely used the ladder for the first time ever. Yeah, I think that is probably the right decision for the roof shape. I don't think we need any more than that. What we do need is that and that. That is going to, yeah, this is server lag for definite. I might have to have a look at putting, oh god, what's it called, the lag goggles on, because that will allow me to track down what's causing it, because there will be a cause. It'll be something chunk loaded somewhere, or something happening somewhere that's happening in the background. You know, this lag has not just suddenly happened, it's built up over time, so you know, we need to oh, he's been cute now. He's rolling on his back and wanting his belly rubbing. Oh, cats. They're a pain in the bum. Okay. No. Yeah, that's right. Then a full block. Undo. Two full blocks. So to be like that, and then to 3 full blocks. Oh, I don't know. No. So that will be half of the roof. And then we'll do the half of the end of the roof, I should say, if I'm being strictly correct on this. then that. And that one. Right, so that's our end cap. I need to do this end cap at the other side, exactly the same. We'll get the roof on it, then it's a matter of putting in some blocks, lighting it, putting in some walls, roof, windows, doors, you know, the usual things that you have to put in for these things. I don't know how much I've got, whether I've got enough to actually make a big difference here, but we'll see whether we can do this all the way across. I'm gonna that doesn't seem. That's the middle block, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. So yeah, it does work. Oh, hello. You're waking up, are you? Which probably means he's going to either to go out in a minute. Right, so we've got the end walls. Right, what are you doing? What are you doing, eh? Right, so I need to get some of this chiseled facing that way. And then we should be good to do that one, and that one. That one. Yeah, I'm trying to think ahead of myself now and put these on properly while I'm kind of working on it, you know, and it might work, it might not. Planning has never been one of my it's not been one of my stronger points, shall we say. I can be quite impulsive, as is envisaged by the holiday I'm going on next month. Right, that should allow me to finish that off. And oh, I need some more. All right, where's my workbench? Let's get a bit more of that. Get some more of that going. Oh no, it settled down. It was just stretching. Damn cat. Ah. Really? It's all the cat's fault, you know. So, yeah, I think this is kind of working out. And then there and there. The nice thing is I don't think anything can spawn. I think I'm well within the distance that there's nothing going to spawn on any of the dark spots I leave behind me on this roof. So Fingers crossed I'm right anyway. Da, 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 da. Some of the sounds that come from that animal are bizarre. What time are we at? Let's get this roof on, get this wall on. I think the floors are probably going to have to wait until the episode, but if we can just get this on and lit, then that'll be, I think, sufficiently happy for, and all the walls in place. I'll be sufficiently happy with that for a stream. Didn't get half of what I wanted to do done, but I always, I think, set myself with higher targets than I can reasonably achieve. Let's do those and those. That will do that. And just get these all on. Having that grinder is going to be invaluable. I mean, I'll be able to grind my diamonds, you know, although I'll probably fortune 3. To be honest, diamonds I would probably fortune. I'm always unsure actually, so let me just have a look at, just give it a go. Diamond ore. And go with that. If I smelt it, I get 1 diamond. If I smelt it in the future smelter, I get 1 diamond. If I crush it, I get 2 diamonds. Fortune, correct me if I'm wrong, fortune will give me, is it 1 to 3? Fortune 3 gives 1 to 3. I can't remember. I think it's 1 to 3. And it's always a difficult decision. Are you better to take a guaranteed 2 per, or do you take a gamble on the slight chance that you might get more than 2 per on average if you use your fortune 3 pick? And I'm never certain which is the best way to go. I don't know the answer, by the way. This is just a rhetorical me going, I don't know what the best option here is. So yeah, roof on. However, the entire thing appears to be bloody spawnable. I am going to use this. What we're going to do, I think, is I'm going to work out the best pattern for starters for clearing the, so if I do 1 there and then pop 1 there, that will clear us up to there, and then we can go for maybe 1 here and here, that, and none of the, oh well, this one potentially is the thing. This one here, I was thinking actually going 1 from the edge, so that's the chisel, that's a slab. So if we do the same pattern on this side, come over 1 and hit that, and there as well, and then there and there, that will, yeah, why you know get it on that side? Because I did there, not there. But now that's not reaching all the way across to there, is it? Oh, that is weird. I mean, this is exactly the same pattern, and yet this one here, I mean, for the sake of it, I can just do that. That might be the better choice, just put extra ones down and have done with. I think that probably is the best option. Now what we like for glowstone, we've got plenty of glowstone. What am I like for green? It probably wouldn't hurt me to have a few more. And do that. Take that, and what we'll do is you should be in placement mode. I say I'm not too worried about the odd slab of this, and you know, torch. I'll live without those if I lose them. I'm more interested in just making sure that this is absolutely safe from unwanted intruders. And chisels and bits is just brilliant for doing that. True. You should always set your goals higher than you reasonably expect to achieve anyway. It does give you some, you know, gives you the benefit of having that little bit of, ooh, I didn't expect that to go quite so well kind of moment. Those are always happy. Dead. Right, what have I got going on? Where's my scaffold? Is down there, that's fine. Let's go down and grab some stuff. Turn that off. Stuff going on in here as well, of course, for good measure. So there's these wall ends that need something doing with them. The floor, the windows, you know, nothing, not much. But on the whole, I'm happy with that as a design. It's you know, it is working. And we've got, of course, the advantage now that we have got the just go and grab what we've dropped down here. As I say, just because I'm not that bothered about it doesn't mean that I don't want to pick it up. So we got that. The don't know whether the crusher is actually, its crusher is still crushing. There's lots of materials coming out of there, so that's good. How are you bearing up power wise? Straining that one. That one's nearly full, that one's full. So yeah, I think we're okay. The power should last us for our needs. And what we need to do now is get the inside of this built and designed. Plan some structural, you know, some stuff going on here, but yeah, I'm happy with that. That's not a bad little thing there. But I think on that note, we're going to call it a stream. I'm going to see if I can. Hey, can I come and say ta-ra? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, he's all floopy. Oh, he's floopy. Oh, he's so floopy. There you go. Come on then. See, look up there. Look up there. Look up there. Never appear with work with animals or children, as they're saying. Look up there. Yeah. There you go. Anyway, so good night from me. Night from Ralphie. He's not his name. He's got a proper name for his owner, but we called him Ralph. So he's a very happy cat. But thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you soon. And bye for now. Oh, go on, there you go.